And good evening, everyone, and welcome to MBTV Sports here, broadcasting at ProKart Indoor here in Burnsville. Right now on the track, they're just doing some practice laps to warm up here for tonight's league action. League racing will get started here in just a few minutes at 7 o'clock. Karts on the track getting their second set of warm-up in. And they'll get everybody back lined up here, bunched together for one more set of warm-up laps before 7 p.m. and racing action. They've just got everybody halted here as we will start league racing here 7 o'clock. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in here on MBTV Sports on the YouTube channel. We'll have some great things to give away here later on tonight. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Help us get those subscription numbers up. Comment on the post, like that post here on YouTube. Here on YouTube, hear the video for a chance to win some cool prizes here that we will cover later on tonight. We'll let these karts get some more practice laps in, and we will be right back.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers. We solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 28 plus years.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat.
And welcome back, everybody, to ProKart Indoor here in Burnsville. The leader did not spin there, but he is coming by the start-finish line. 5 laps to go for Tuckered into the 6. Heat racing action continues, everybody. We do apologize. We were unaware that the start time actually got moved up on us a little bit. But this first heat race has 4 laps remaining for Tuckered in the 6 out front with a big advantage over KG in the 15 and Wayne in the number 1. That battle for second. Here goes Wayne to the inside of KG. Give the spot to Wayne in number 1. Boder in the number 7. Runs in that 4 spot with Hank in the 5th position. Hank runs in cart number 12. Tuckered out front, continuing to walk the dog in number 6. 2 laps to go for Tuckered. Wayne runs in the 2nd spot with KG, Boder, Hank, Dan, Cal, Hags, Christian, Will, Ryan, and Sean running in that 12th spot. And the white flag flies 1 circuit around for Tuckered in number 6. White flag high in the air for the rest of the field. Tuckered through the final set of turns over there into the number 6 machine. He'll pick up heat race number 1 in number 6. Wayne will come home in the 2nd spot. 3rd will be KG. 4th will be Boder. Hank in 5th, Dan in 6th, Cal in 7th, Hags in 8th, Christian in 9th, Will in 10th, 11th goes to Ryan, and Sean rounds out the field. And that'll do it for heat race number 1. And once again, there was a mix-up with the start time here. We were advertised as 7. Unfortunately, it started a little early, and we apologize for any inconvenience for anybody watching at home wanting to watch their driver race. But heat race number 1 in the books tonight here at ProKart for our 2nd broadcast of league racing. All right, we'll apologize for the apology here, as this is a different league going on here. So our broadcasted league race will start here in a few minutes. They've got a main event for the league that is currently on the track here in a few minutes, as our broadcast will just pick up the end of the early league race before our ProKart Indoor League race begins, as we've got a short break in the action here. A short break here in the action before their main event starts. Everybody stay tuned here on ProKart Indoor, courtesy of MBTV Sports. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MBTV Sports here at ProKart in Burnsville. There's our great prizes tonight to give away to 2 lucky people that like, subscribe, and comment here on the YouTube video on the live feed. That's a James Giossi and a Jesse Glenz pullback diecast car going to 2 lucky winners of our drawings. Once again, you'll need to like, subscribe, and comment on the video here of the live feed. And there is the beautiful mugs of our 2 drivers of those wonderful diecast cars. They do not drive those diecast cars. They drive real cars that look exactly like those cars. That's Jesse Glenz and James Giossi there. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe here on the YouTube channel for MBTV Sports for a chance to win those 2 pullback diecast cars. Alrighty, once again, everyone, welcome to MBTV Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are at the ProKart Indoor facility here in Burnsville, Minnesota. One league night getting wrapped up, and the Pro League about ready to start competition here at ProKart. Once again, thank you, everyone, for tuning in here on MBTV Sports. In just a few minutes, we'll start practice sessions for Pro League Racing here, once again, at ProKart Indoor. Thank you so much for tuning in to MBTV Sports. If you were not tuned in earlier, please like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win a diecast pullback late model courtesy of Giossi, Glenz, and James Giossi, who you will see racing here tonight. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe in order to win one of those pullback diecast late models here for a nice little giveaway. As we've got drivers pulling up to the carts to start the practice session here for 27 drivers set to compete in competition here at the ProKart Indoor facility here in Burnsville. Warm up for heat race number 1 in the books here. As they will line up for heat racing action, the lineup will look like this, starting in the number 1. It's Jack Stiekel in the 1. In the number 2, that's Nate Kritchner in number 2. Brian Ewald in the number 3, followed by the number 4, that's Avery Wilson. Paul Behrens in the number 5, followed by the 6 of Ryan Werner. Jordan Bernhol in the 7. And Nick Beto in the number 8. Ryan Gaines in the 9 will start on the pin as we are set to go. There is the green flag for heat race number 1. Heat number 1 on the way. We'll go nicknames here from now on during racing action. That's Cornbread in cart number 2 out front. Cornbread taking the top spot so far. Nate running in the second spot. Clutch in third. Race Wiz runs fourth. Jordy in the fifth spot. Sixth will go to Crusher. Racing Ryan in seventh. Nick in the eighth spot. And Billy Bobby in the number 9 position. Nate all over the back bumper of Cornbread. Cornbread continuing to lead out front in that number 2. Nate right on his back bumper, as well as Clutch in the 19. "13 laps remaining. The top 3 starting to distance themselves away from fourth, running Jordy in the 6 car. There's a move to the inside. Nate unable to make the pass on Cornbread. Cornbread holds him off, but now here comes Jordy to make it a 3-cart battle once again. Cornbread continuing to lead out front. Nate continuing to run in second spot, waiting and lurking for any sort of opening that Cornbread will give him to try to make a move for the top spot. Here comes the 19 of Clutch now. Clutch tried to make the move, unable to make the pass. Now here comes the number 5 of Racing Ryan. We'll make it a 4-cart battle for the top spot. Cornbread now distances himself out in front of Nate, Clutch, and Jordy. It's a 3-cart battle for second. Eight laps remaining as the battle for that second spot starts to heat up. Now here comes the 19 of Clutch. Clutch will take over the second spot. Here comes the 6 of Jordy as well. Nate tries to battle back, unable to make a pass. Here comes the number 6 of Jordy now to the inside. Nate falls from second all the way back to fourth. Cornbread continuing to lead now. We've got 6 laps remaining. Clutch runs in the second spot. Cornbread continuing to lead out front. Racing Ryan runs in the 5th spot. Race Wiz in 6th. 7th is Crusher. Nick running in the 8th spot. Billy Bobby running in 9th. Battle for second continues to be a fierce one with the 19 of Clutch and the 6 of Jordy. Jordy running in the fastest lap of the race so far with a 19.926. Very technical track here for these guys. Not a lot of passing. Got to try to wait for a mistake or move them out of the way. Now Clutch right to the back bumper of Cornbread. Cornbread continuing to hold the line. Next time around, they will see 2 laps remaining. 2 to go now for Cornbread. Clutch hot on his heels, and not far behind is Jordy. Nate running in the 4th spot. Racing Ryan 5th. Race Wiz in 6th. Crusher in 7th. Nick in 8th, and Billy Bobby in the 9th spot. White flag being displayed this time around. Can Cornbread hang on for one more lap? A lot of pressure from Clutch in the 19. Jordy waiting in the wings in the 6th spot for any sort of mistake from the top 2. Down the back straight for the final time. They'll hit the last set of turns. Here comes Clutch to the inside. Clutch has the pass. Clutch will take the last lap checkered flag to win heat race number 1. Second will go to Cornbread Jordy in the 3rd spot. Nate in 4th, Racing Ryan 5th. 6th will go to Race Wiz. 7th is Crusher. And rounding out the field, Billy Bobby runs in the 9th position. Great heat racing action there for the first of 3 in the first round here at ProKart in our Pro League, with Clutch taking the last lap, last corner pass to pick up the win. As we are getting drivers in carts for heat race number 2 of round number 1. Lineup will look like this. It's Cole Peterson starting in the 1st spot. And it's Brian Skierkeski in the 2nd spot. Duncan Ewald in 3rd. Sam Vanderplatz in the 4th spot. Adam Ratliff in 5th. Noah Stark starting in the 6th spot. Jake Rogers in 7th. Spencer Pedersen in the 8th spot, and James Giossi rounding out the field starting in the 9th position. Once again, if you'd like a diecast from one of those drivers, those drivers being James Giossi or Jesse Glenz, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel here in this video. And once again, we thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And if anybody's interested, give us a little feedback if you'd like to see the QualityFreightRate.com Christmas Nationals here. Invitational, not the Nationals. If we get enough people, we can make it a Nationals, folks. But give us a comment if you'd like to see that return with some of the drivers from around the area. And who knows, if we get enough traction, you might be able to see it come back here around the Christmas time here at ProKart Indoor. As we've got practice coming around for heat racing action number 2. As we are getting drivers lined up for heat racing action number 2 of round number 1. To get set up here, as we've got 2 rounds of heat racing action and LCQ, and then a feature event coming up. Karts lining up here for heat race number 2. Everybody in the correct position now, as we've got 15 laps around for heat racing action. Heat race number 2 goes green for this next string of 9 drivers. Cole leads so far here on lap number 1. Flying Brian runs in the second spot. Third will be Sam VP. Fourth is Adam. NSEW Jake, Private Pile, and Spencer. And then James Giossi rounding out the running order so far. Through 1 lap, here comes lap number 2 with Cole continuing to lead. Top 3 beginning to break themselves away here. Cole continuing to lead now with 3 laps down, 12 laps remaining. Flying Brian runs in that second spot. Third is Nugget. Sam VP runs 4th. And SEW in the 5th spot. Adam running in 6th. Jake running in 7th. Private Pile in 8th. James Giossi moves up 1 spot to 9th. And Spencer runs in the 10th position. Ten laps to go now for Cole. Cole Peterson running out into the front spot. Second is Flying Brian with Nugget running in the 3rd spot. Battle for 4th and 5th and 6th heating up now. Running in that 5th spot is Sam VP. NSEW runs in the 4th position. Cole continues to run in that top spot. Flying Brian and Nugget now battle it out for 2nd. Flying Brian holds on to the spot. Nugget still right there on his back bumper. NSEW runs in that 4th spot all by himself, but a gaggle of karts running for the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th position. That's Adam 06, Jake, Private Pile, all battling it out for position number 5, 6, 7, and 8. This time by Cole stretches out the lead. 5 laps to go. That's 5 flanges from the flagman. Lap times all very similar throughout the field. 4 laps to go. Cole Peterson continuing to run out in that front spot. Has led from the drop of the green flag. 2 laps to go now. Next time around the field, we'll see 2 laps remaining of this 15-lap opening heat race. This time by 2 laps to go. It's a .757 second advantage for Cole Peterson. White flag is out, 1 lap remaining. Cole Peterson continuing to lead out front. Flying Brian runs second, Nugget in third. NSEW in the 4th spot, Jake in 5th. But through the final set of turns, leading all the way, that is Cole Peterson. Second will go to Flying Brian, Nugget in 3rd, NSEW in 4th. 5th will go to Jake, Private Pile in 6th. 7th will go to Adam 06. Sam VP runs in the 8th spot. James Giossi runs in the 9th spot. And 10th will go to Spencer in the 14. Cole Peterson wins heat race number 2 of round number 1 here at ProKart Indoor for League Racing on MBTV Sports.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
And welcome back to MBTV Sports here at ProKart in Burnsville. We've got heat racing action going on right now. That is heat race number 3 of round number 1, the third and final heat race, taking warm-up laps around ProKart Indoor. As the drivers taking practice laps around the course here at ProKart this week. We will go over starting lineup for your third and final heat race of tonight's racing action for round number 1. And the lineup will look like this. It's Hunter Carlson starting in the first spot. Paul Bailey in the second position. Cole Bernlohr in the third spot, followed by Tim Bernlohr. 5th will go to Adam Dalney. Nate Wirtz in the 6th spot. Blake Barnett running in the 7th position. Adam Riley starting in 8th. And Jesse Glenz will round out the field starting in the 9th spot. And the field is all lined up here. And here we go. The flagman is set to go. And green flag is out. Heat racing action number 3 for round number 1. is green. Cole Hunter running into that top spot. Here comes the number 2 of Brigg. Brigg unable to make the pass. Cole Hunter rounding out the field. We've got a gaggle of them together down in the turn. Everybody able to keep going. The green flag continues to fly. Hunt runs in that top spot. Let me take that back. It is ProKart leading. Brigg in second. Hunt runs in third. Naderade in the 4th spot. Chicken Little runs 5th. Little D runs in the 6th spot. 7th will go to Bailey. Texas Tickler runs in the 7th spot. Jesse Glenz in 8th. Old Burner runs in that 9th spot. As ProKart starting to stretch out the lead in 2. Battle for the 3rd position rages heavy with Naderade and Chicken Little. Naderade has the spot. As we've now got 10 laps to go for ProKart out front. Naderade, Chicken Little, Bailey, and Lil D running in that 3rd through 6th position, battling it out, those 4 carts. 7th running Jesse Glenz, Texas Tickler in the 8th position. 9th is Old Burner, and Hunt rounds out the field in 10th. Lil D able to get by Naderade. Chicken Little running in the 3rd spot. Bailey in 4th. Chicken Little and Bailey starting to reel in Brigg in that 2nd spot. It's a 3.8 second advantage for ProKart out front with 7 laps remaining. James, it seemed to not go very well in that first heat race.
Yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some. I've never been one to make excuses after a poor run.
We've got 5 laps to go now.
Testing. We working now? All right.
You know, with the tight confines we have here, how difficult is it to really pass somebody and pass somebody trying cleanly?
Well, there's a fine line between what's clean and what's not clean. So, you know, it's tight, and all these, you know, the carts are pretty equal for the most part. You might get one that's a little better than the next. I feel like mine didn't steer very well, but that's no excuse. These guys are all pretty good, and I don't know, you just got to be aggressive, but without killing the guy too. So there's a fine line there.
ProKart continuing to lead out front in the number 2. Brigg running in the 2nd spot. Chicken Little 3rd. Bailey in 4th. 5th is Lil D with Jesse Glenz running in that 6th spot. 2 laps remaining for ProKart out front. ProKart will see the white flag next time around. 1 lap remaining. He'll take a 6.2 second lead into the last lap. We've got a battle once again for the 2nd spot with Brigg and Chicken Little. Bailey runs in the 4th spot, Little D 5th. But through the final set of turns, ProKart puts it on him here in heat race number 3. Throwing elbows back there for the 4th spot. Brigg will come home in the 2nd spot. Bailey in 3rd. Chicken Little 4th. Lil D 5th. 6th will go to Jesse Glenz. Naderade runs 7th. Old Burner in the 8th spot. Texas Tickler 9th, and Hunt rounds out the field. And once again, we're here with James Giossi. James now running into a 2nd heat race. Now kind of take us through what that format looks like from the 1st heat race now to the 2nd.
To be honest, I'm not even sure. I don't know if they invert the starting lineup from the 1st heat race or not, or if they base it off points or what they do. But either way, we don't really have much of a choice. We'll just be out there and we'll see if we can make something happen.
And you say kind of points, and we were given a driver's sheet. Kind of take what you know about here racing here at ProKart. You're given pro skill points for how many races that you run. So, and it looks like yourself and Jesse Glenz don't have as many pro points. Kind of take us through why some guys have more and some guys have less.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, the higher the score, the better you're supposed to be. So, and two, that comes with the guys that race in the league here every week. They are able to accumulate those points over weeks of racing, whereas me and Jesse probably get here 2, maybe 3 times a year. When Matt told us to come out here and do this deal, we're like, hell yeah. So we would like to do more of it, especially in the winter. It gives us something to do and kind of keeps you on edge, so to speak, so that you're ready to go in the spring.
Do you have any expectations for a 2nd heat race now?
Hopefully we get a unit that turns the corners a little better, and we'll just see if we can make something happen. I kind of chicken whipped that dude there in the opening laps of that 1st heat race. I apologize to him, but it's just part of it. We're here to have some fun, and some of these guys take it a little more serious than others, and we're just here to have some fun, turn some laps, and see how this whole MBTV program works.
Hey, good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is James Giossi taking some time coming up here and talking with us after heat racing action in round number 1, as we will be right back here on MBTV Sports at ProKart Indoor here in Burnsville.
I don't like this layout.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to MBTV Sports here at ProKart Indoor in Burnsville. Now here with Jesse Glenz. Jesse, you were at least able to go forward in that heat race.
Yeah. It's tough out there when everybody's so fast. This layout I've never been a fan of, just because it makes it really hard to pass, especially when the gaps between people are really close. But I think this next round we run it reverse, and I think these carts handle a lot better running it backwards anyway, which wouldn't really make sense since I want to turn right, even though I'm used to turning left. But I think it'll go a little bit better for us.
And how important is it with such tight confines to just be the guy that starts out front?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge for this. I know they don't do a complete invert for this next round, but they do switch it up quite a bit, so I don't think we'll be starting dead last this next time. And running it backwards, there's just a couple different opportunities to pass a little bit better. The momentum is kept up a little bit, so I think this next round should be a little bit more entertaining maybe.
So I had to ask James the same question. Is there an expectation now for round number 2?
If I can pass 2 carts again, I'll be happy. Like I said, a lot of these guys have been doing this for as long as I've been running go-karts, at this place. So when they got 20 years of experience here or whatever, maybe they've only been running it for a couple years, but they run it every single week. So it's tough. I didn't have super high expectations coming here just because of the lack of seat time on these carts, but get 1 or 2 here and hopefully just make the show. That's the goal for tonight.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Glenz just hoping to go forward a couple and make the show here at ProKart Indoor.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Oval World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers at Certified Angus Beef. We know what our beef is continuously, and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life, and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
And welcome back here to ProKart Indoor in Burnsville, Minnesota, live on MBTV Sports. Once again, thank you everyone for watching. As we've got league racing here tonight. Round number 2 for heat racing action about to go green. And we are underway. Racing down the back straightaway. These carts having to weigh a minimum of 220 pounds. Drivers step on a scale. If they're under 220, they grab some lead to throw on with them to get themselves to a minimum of 220 pounds. Hunt leads lap number 1. Nick runs second, Adam 06 in third. NSEW runs in the 4th spot, Nate 5th, Lil D in 6th. We've got a battle for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th spot running down the back straightaway. They'll sort themselves out But continuing to lead in the 7, it's Hunt. Adam 06 runs in the 2nd spot. NSEW in 3rd. Nate runs 4th. Nick in the 5th spot. Lil D in 6th. 7th is Clutch. Cole in the 8th spot. ProKart, the winner of one of our earlier heat races, runs in the 9th spot in 19. ProKart able to make the pass. He'll go to the 8th spot. Battling it out deep in the field. That's for 5th and 6th. It's Nick and Clutch. Clutch able to get that spot. He'll take over 5th. Adam 06 now takes over the lead as we've got him bumper to bumper for the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. ProKart moving up to the 7th spot. This time by 8 laps remaining for Adam 06. Field starting to distance themselves out. NSEW able to get by Hunt for the 2nd spot. NSEW trying to chase down Adam 06. ProKart up to the 6th position with Clutch running in 5th now. Adam 06 running in the top spot. The battle for the 3rd and the 4th spot starting to heat up as they're bumper to bumper. That's Hunt and Nate. Hunt has the 3rd spot in the 7. Nate in 4th running in cart number 12. As we go by this time, 4 laps remaining for Adam 06. In heat racing action, this will be the 4th race of heat race number 1 of round number 2. This time by, we'll have 3 laps to go. NSEW running in the 2nd spot. Hunt continues to hold down. Nate able to get by Hunt for the 3rd spot. 4th is Hunt. Clutch running in 5th. ProKart 6th. Cole in 7th. Lil D in 8th. And Nick rounding out the field in 9th. 2 laps to go now for Adam 06 in the 15. White flag now for your leader, Adam 06, running out front. He has a 1.3 second lead. And the checkered flag being displayed. Adam 06 wins round 2, heat race number 1 or race number 4. NSEW comes home in that 2nd spot. Nate in 3rd, Hunt in 4th. Clutch in 5th, ProKart 6th, Cole in 7th, Lil D in 8th, and Nick rounding out the field in 9th. But winning race number 4, heat number 1, round 2, that's Adam 06 in the 15.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
When you need to ship it from anywhere to anywhere.
QualityFreightRate.com.
The LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
The company that actually cares about the American small business owner.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code SHIPIT and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
And welcome back to ProKart Indoor here on MBTV Sports. League racing action going on tonight, as we've got drivers loading in for heat race number 5, or heat number 2 of round 2, race number 5. Spencer Peterson, Brian Ewalt, Sam Vanderplatz, Tim Bernlohr, Ryan Werner, Jake Rogers, Andrew Riley, Brigham Haffer, and Jack Stiekels. Jack Stieskel and Brian Sire Keski. They'll line up right away. No practice laps for round number 2. We'll get everybody lined up right away here for heat racing action on round number 2, race number 5. And the field lining up now in the proper running order. 10 karts. We'll go 15 laps for round number 2, heat racing action number 2. The green flag waves and we're off and racing down the back straightaway. Everybody able to get through the corner. And through the first lap now. And across the line, Spencer leads lap number 1. Race-wise, Sam VP, Old Burner 54, Racing Ryan, Jake Chicken Little Brig, Flying Brian, and Cornbread round out the field. As we've got a great battle going on for second, third, fourth. We'll go 3 wide for the third spot. Great racing over there. We'll go 3, 4, 5 cars battling it out. Spencer continues to lead. Sam VP runs in the second spot. At the line, third will be Racing Ryan in the number 2. Old Burner 54 runs in the 4th spot. Race Whiz in 5th. Chicken Little back to 6th. 7th is Jake. 8th is Flying Brian. Brig runs in the 9th spot with Cornbread rounding out the field in 10th. Great battle going on back in the field once again for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. They're all bumper to bumper down the straight and into the corner. Spencer continuing to lead. Hot on his heels now is Sam VP, waiting for one mistake to try and get by. Race Wiz runs in the 5th spot. We'll go side by side for 7th and 8th. Give the spot to Flying Brian in the number 6. Lead change now at the front of the field. Sam VP found his mistake and drove right by to take the lead now with 8 laps remaining here in heat racing action number 2 for round number 2 or race number 5. It's Sam VP out front with Spencer running in the 2nd spot. Racing Ryan in 3rd. Old Burner 54 in the 4th spot. Race Wiz in 5th. Chicken Little in 6th. Flying Brian in 7th. Brig in 8th. Cornbread up to 9th. And Jake rounding out the field in the 10th spot. Racing heating up once again for the 5th spot. That's Race Wiz and Chicken Little battling it out. Flying Brian right there on their heels as well. 5 laps to go for Sam VP in cart number 7. Four laps to go now. The lead continuing to grow for Sam VP. He's ahead by almost 3/4 of a second at .711. Three laps to go now. The battle continues on for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Race Wiz continues to hold on to the spot now. Here comes Old Brenner 54 up to 4th. 2 laps to go now. Race Wiz, Flying Brian, Chicken Little, and Cornbread right there with each other now. White flag flies, one more circuit around for Sam VP in cart number 7. Into the final set of turns, the checkered flag will fly. Sam VP wins heat race number 2 in round number 2. Spencer runs 2nd, Racing Ryan in 3rd. Old Brenner 54 in the 4th spot. Flying Brian 5th, Chicken Little 6th, Race Wiz 7th, Cornbread in 8th, Brig in 9th, and Jake rounds out the field in 10th. Great heat racing action once again as we've got 5 in the books. One more heat race tonight at ProKart Indoor, courtesy of MBTV Sports live on YouTube.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
Heat race number 6 already lined up here at ProKart. Brian Gaines, James Giossi, Blake Barnett, Paul Behrens, Connor Pelch, Jesse Glenz, Duncan Ewald, Paul Bailey, and Jordan Bernoller. And the green flag is out, and we are underway. Oh, James Giossi, the benefactor of that mishap up front, as the yellow will come out and look like the number 9 of Texas Tickler. Trying to tickle for the lead there, unfortunately causing a bit of an accident. And we'll get everybody lined up here. And James Giossi now to the lead as the flag will be waved over. And we are back underway with 2 laps down, 13 to go, with James Giossi leading. As he said he was really practicing for the B main, but being out front, he might make the A main, not have to practice for a B main. Jesse Glenz not faring nearly as well. He's at the tail of the field. But right now, Nugget hot on the heels of James Giossi. Giossi's just going to give him the spot and take over second. Racing down the back straightaway, Nugget runs in the top spot. James Giossi running in second. Naderade running in third. Crusher in fourth. The Texas Tickler running in the fifth spot with Jordy in sixth. Bailey in seventh. Billy Bobby in the eighth spot. Private Pile in ninth. And Jesse Glenz rounding out the field. Jesse Glenz up to the ninth spot now. Able to make a pass before the start-finish line. Hot on the heels of Billy Bobby for the eighth spot. Good racing. Now, great swapping lines for that fourth spot. Give the fourth spot to Jordy. Jordy and Bailey running in that fourth and fifth spot. Naderade falls to sixth with Texas Tickler tickling his way back to seventh. Glenz now up to the eighth spot with Giossi continuing to running into that second spot. Nugget continuing to run out front. Here comes Crusher and Jordy hot on the heels of James Giossi running second. 7 laps remaining for Nugget out front. Jesse Glenz now right in the tire tracks of the Texas Tickler. Glenz looks to the inside now, unable to get the line for the pass. 5 laps to go as Nugget continues to lead. Crusher now to that second spot with Jordy running in third. James Giossi shuffled back to fourth. He might have to run a B-main after all. Bailey running in the 5th spot. Naderade 6th. Texas Tickler 7th. Jesse Glenz in 8th. Private Pile in 9th with Billy Bobby rounding out the field. Right now on your screen, you see the battle for that second spot. That second spot between Jordy and Crusher. Jordy with the bright neon-colored helmet. Crusher running in that third spot. Bailey takes over the 4th spot from James Giossi. This time by the Nugget will see 2 laps to go in the final heat race. Giossi all over the back bumper of Bailey. Giossi running in 5th, Bailey in the 4th spot. White flag flies, 1 lap to go for Nugget in number 6. Giossi able to get by Bailey now. Give Giossi the 4th spot back as the white flag flies over the field, this time by through the final set of turns. Nugget will pick up the final heat race win. Jordy will run 2nd. Crusher in the 3rd spot. Nitro James Giossi runs in 4th. Just a gaggle of cars and give Jesse Glenz the 5th spot. Absolute chaos coming to the line. Jesse Glenz goes 5th. Bailey runs in 6th. Naderade 7th. Texas Tickler in 8th. Private Pile in 9th. And 10th will go to Billy Bobby. Absolutely wild finish to that one for that 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th spot. But Nugget will win tonight's final heat race. Kart for League Racing, we will step aside one more time here on MBTV Sports.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small, we love them all. But we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers at Certified Angus Beef. We know what our beef is continuously, and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life, and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
C main, B main, 2 from the C, go to the B, 2 from the B, go to the A.
Beautifully done. And welcome back, everybody. C-Main cars starting to roll onto the track. We have Jesse Glenz with us here, and Jesse, you were a part of kind of a crazy ending to that heat race.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We had a pile up on the third corner of the first lap, and there was like 4 guys facing backwards. And I was kind of at the tail end of that, just to not get wrecked or hurt somebody. And the last to get back in line, I figured we'd do a full restart, but we didn't. So I lost 3 spots right on the first lap, but ran 8th pretty much the whole race after that. And then the last 6 feet of the last lap, I was able to get by 3 guys just in the right place at the right time, going backwards across the line. So that was pretty awesome.
You know, James is now in the C main, starting third. If there was any sort of advice you could give him, what would you give him starting third?
Just don't be nice. It's go-kart racing with bumpers and stuff, so that's kind of how you got to pass, is bumping them and pushing them out of the way. So he starts third. Like I said, he's got to pass 1 kart to make it in, and he's got a decent kart, so let's see what he can do.
All right, Jesse, we're green here for the C main. It looks like
front 2 kind of gapped him out a little bit, but hopefully he goes into his rhythm here, unless somebody dives up on the inside.
Makes a little mistake there, falls back to 4th. Lil D leads. Spencer running in the 2nd spot. And 3rd, 1 spot looking out, it's Naderade in kart number 3.
Yeah, that's one thing with these league guys. You know, they do it all the time. They're used to running with each other and stuff, and there's a lot of give. Actually, there's a lot of take and not so much give. So that's a little bit for James to get used to in this.
Yeah, aggressiveness is definitely the key here in this league racing, with as many guys that have so many laps around all sorts of configurations that they can do here.
Right.
We're now 3 laps in.
Yeah, our top 2 have kind of pulled away. It looks like they're going to be the ones to transfer. We'll see what the lap times are coming for the guy in 3rd. We do got 20 lap race, 3 down, 17 to go. But right now they do got a commanding lead.
And how much is it for the guy in 3rd that you're just hoping for a mistake from one of those lead 2?
Yeah, you're kind of just hoping that they're going to start battling, slowing each other down, and you can get a chance to catch back up. But as we see James swoop back into 4th from 6th, so maybe he's finding his rhythm now.
And James Giossi starting to gap himself now from Jake in the 5th runner, trying to catch Naderade to put himself 1 spot out of a transfer as the top 2 continue to distance themselves from the field.
Yeah, just looking at lap times here, the top 2 are running 22nd and 2/10 pretty consistently, while James in 4th and the other 3rd place guy are running about 3/10 back on average. So they got some ground to make up, but they both do got clean air, nobody right on them, so they can kind of make better corners is another thing too. Like on the starts, you're trying to protect the inside so much, somebody to shoot that gap, or you get maybe a kart length apart. Maybe sometimes that's all it takes to run a wide line and gap them another 10th just out of 1 corner. So it's a lot of protect.
As you say, lap times, the leader has put down the 2 fastest laps the last 2 laps of the race. So definitely Lil D finding a little bit of a good rhythm out there as well.
Yeah, he's got the number 6 kart. I had that one in the first heat race. Felt like it had a good little motor on it, and it's showing in this C main.
Lap traffic about to come into play. That's Billy Bobby at the back of the field. Let's see if the lead duo can get through that lap traffic of that first car, no problem, because that 3rd runner, Naderade, would really like to throw his hat in the ring for a transfer spot.
Yeah, we'll see if he lets him by easy, and he did. Yep, he moved right out of the way, so that was good, clean sportsmanship there. Don't want to interfere with somebody's chance to transfer into the next race.
Yeah, those 2 looking like they are destined to be in the back of the B main as they take 2 transfer spots. They've got 9 laps to go, so plenty of time to make a mistake or plenty of time to make a run for Naderade or James Giossi running in the 4th spot.
Yeah, I don't know how those front 2 guys are doing it with a long sleeve and a hoodie on. I'm dying already. And they're going to go, right back into the next race too right away. So there's no time in between to cool off or get a water and take a break. You're just back to back to back if you get transferring.
They're battling back in the field, and the 12 card just says, you know what, I've had enough.
Yeah, unfortunately they only got 12 carts running here tonight. They usually probably have about a field of 20, So I think there's maybe one or two carts out there that are probably just 2 to 3 tenths off the pace consistently. It's just luck of the draw on that part of it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate with not building your own kart. You kind of don't really know what you got coming to the field.
Yeah, kind of like dirt racing. Sometimes you just get a bad draw, one lane heat or something, and you're stuck with it, but that's the way it goes.
As we've got great battling back through the field, we're watching that 7th and 8th place position between two of the most clever names on the track. It's the Texas Tickler and Private Pile.
Yeah, you can't miss him out there with that blaze orange helmet. Looks like he's got actually, oh, that's just his camera sticking off the side. I thought maybe he picked up some debris, but definitely stands out.
As we continue to work through the laps, we've got 4 laps remaining as Lil D is led from the drop of the green flag. Spencer running in that 2nd spot, Naderade in 3rd. James Giossi continues to run in the 4th spot. At least he's been consistent here in that 4th spot.
Yeah, just taking a look at the lap times again, your leader is just about broke the 20-second mark. He's at 20.03, and James actually back in 4th. Seems to have really found his groove. He just got too big of a gap that he gave up early on in the race, but he's got the 2nd quickest time out there with a 20.05.
As we've got 2 laps remaining now for the leader, Lil D, who's led from that drop of the green flag as we for the 2nd round. This time by, he'll see the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Lil D, and Spencer running in 1st and 2nd. Down the back stretch for the final time. Jesse, we'll let you get going since you got that B main right away.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here, guys. We'll have to see what James got to say about it now.
Here we go. As the checkered flag flies, Lil D picks up the win. Spencer runs in the 2nd spot. Naderade in 3rd. James Giossi 4th. Nick runs 5th. Race Wiz in 6th. The Texas Tickler runs in the 7th spot. Private Pile 8th. Jake 9th. Hunt in 10th. And Billy Bobby rounds out the field in 11th. But the 2 transfers, it's Spencer in kart 19, and Lil D picks up the win and the transfer spot in the number 6. Be tonight's B main event. And the lineup will look like this. It's Cole starting on the front row, or excuse me, on the pole, with Crusher running in the 2nd spot. 3rd will go to Bailey. 4th is Sam VP. Cornbread runs in the 5th spot. Chicken Little 6th. Jesse Glenn 7th. Brig in 8th. Old Burner 54 in 9th. 10th will be the transfer cars. It's Lil D, and the final starter is Spencer on the field. Once again, ladies and gentlemen watching on MBTV Sports, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win those 2 die-cast pullback cars courtesy of Jesse Glenz and James Giossi. We will pick a winner later tonight. And don't forget, one more time, like, comment, and subscribe. Driver's about ready to start to strap into those carts. as we'll kick it over to get a great word from our incredible marketing partners here on MBTV Sports.
When you've got to ship it from anywhere to anywhere,
QualityFreightRate.com.
the LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code ICE and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
And welcome back, everybody, to MBTV Sports. Our guy Jeremy liked, commented, and subscribed. If everybody could do what Jeremy did. Jeremy, thanks for setting the trend on the chat here. I'd like to say hello to Blake Anderson. Blake, probably over in Wisconsin doing nothing. He should have been here tonight. Let us know if everybody is enjoying themselves watching the stream. If everybody, if anybody's in need of any live broadcasted events, make sure to get a hold of us here on MBTV Sports. Head over to the website, mbtvsports.com. Send us an email, phone call, anything we can do to help you provide live broadcasting for your sporting event. As the B main cars start to line up. Giossi Glenz in the 6th spot as the field takes the green flag. Cole takes the lead. We've got a gaggle of cars for that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th spot. Giossi Glenz gets tagged out of the way, so he uses the chrome horn to the back bumper of that number 10, as we'll stay green. Crusher out front in that number 6 cart. Bailey running in that 2nd and final transfer spot. Sam VP running in 3rd. With Cole in the 4th spot, Cornbread 5th, Brigg in 6th, 7th is Giossi Glenz. Old Burner in the 8th spot, Lil D in 9th. Naderade in 10th with Chicken Little running in the 11th spot. Sam VP running in that 2nd and final transfer spot with Bailey hot on his heels in the 3rd position. 4th is Cole Cornbread running in the 5th spot with Giossi Glenz in 6th. Glenz may need a yellow for him to be able to do anything. As Crusher continuing to set the pace out front in that number 6. Second place, Sam VP starting to distance himself out away from Bailey as Bailey continues to battle with Cole. Cole looks for the spot, unable to make the pass. Cornbread rounding out the field in that 5th position. And Blake will let it slide. We know you're a working man. You got to be able to afford them kids racing karts over at the Thunder Hill Speedway, where MBTV Sports will be all summer long, along with the Gopher Midgets. But the green flag continues to fly here at ProKart Indoor for tonight's B main. Coming around, 12 laps to go for Crusher in the number 6. Crusher continuing to lead out front, 11 laps remaining, with Sam VP running a comfortable second place, about 8 car lengths ahead of Bailey in the number 3. Chicken Little now looking all over the back bumper of Brigg, unable to make the pass for not last. So far, Crusher with the top lap here in the B main, 20.004. He's 1.9 seconds ahead. Let's see if he can stretch out that lead to 2 seconds. It is 2.051 as he just went into the 19-second bracket. Crusher with a 19.944, setting a blistering pace out front. Sam VP running in that second spot. Bailey in third, Cole in fourth, Cornbread fifth, Jesse Glenz sixth, Lil D seventh, Old Burner in the eighth spot, Naderade in ninth, Chicken Little in 10th, Brigg rounding out the field in 10th. 7 to go for Crusher out front, as we've still got him strung one after one after one for the third, fourth, and fifth spot, with Bailey, Cole, and Cornbread. Glenz is distancing himself from that 7th running Lil D. Lil D is the transfer from the C main, so he's come from 10th to 7th. That's +3 if you're keeping track at home. 5 laps to go now for Crusher out front. Four to go for Crusher with a 1.7 second lead. So Sam VP has been able to reel in Crusher, but they are both well in a transfer spot now with 3 to go. Crusher out there sporting that Sammy Swindell's t-shirt. He's trying to keep the hashtag still winning alive. Even if it's a B main, it's still winning. 2 to go. Sam VP running in that second spot. Third is Bailey. Cole running fourth. Cornbread fifth, with Jesse Glenz running in that sixth spot. This time by white flag flies. Crusher has 1 more to go. Awesome dual shot here for the white flag this time around. The checkered flag flies through the final set of turns. That will do it. Crusher picks up the win. Sam VP runs second. Third is Bailey. Cole runs fourth. Fifth is Cornbread. Jesse Glenz in sixth. Lil D 7th. Old Burner in 8th. Naderade in 9th. Chicken Little in 10th. Brigg rounds out the field in 11th. That'll do it for all preliminary action here. Just one more race to go, and that's tonight's A-Main. As we'll get drivers out of carts. As everybody gets out of carts, we are now joined live here up top with James Giossi. James, your C-Main started off kind of well with a little bit of a gift with, I believe it was the Texas Tickler tried the inside and tickled a little too hard to get you to the lead.
Yeah, I thought we were leaving the building there. No, it's fun, you know. Like I said, all these guys, they come here, do this deal. I'd like to get here more. I know Jesse would too. You just can't win them all. This is like when you're the away team, when you come play a home football game for another team, and you feel like you almost got everybody in the stands booing you almost. But, I mean, if they weren't doing that, everybody here's cool. It's just a good time, and I don't know, we got some work to do, I guess, if we want to do this every week.
You know, we kind of talked about the tight confines and how tough is it once you get to the lead, you know where you need to go, but you know you're probably not the fastest guy out there.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's just like any other form of racing, whether it's late model sprint cars, you know, road course stuff, whatever. When you're not out, when you're out front, you don't know where to be. Okay, you got everybody else behind you that sees where they're gaining on you. When you're out front, you're kind of a sitting duck, but you know, when you're running second, you can see what the leader's doing, and you can pick different lines and see where you gain on them, and you have every opportunity in the world to capitalize on it. And when you're out front, just, you know, like I was a little bit ago, one little mistake is all it takes, and they're on you. So
now taking tonight out of the equation, we're getting real close to race season now. We saw you run a lot of open stuff last year. Is that kind of the plan to move forward with a little bit more open stuff and sprinkle in the Wissota and the Cedar stuff, or what's your plans?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, last year I ran 5 shows with my Wissota car, and I kind of wish we ran some more of that, because when we unloaded that thing, it was pretty good right away. We were able to pick up a big win at the end of the year there and run good at the Legendary 100. And unfortunately, the last race, I went and threw it all away and wrecked the race car, but I think we got it whipped back into shape, and I think we'll hopefully be pretty good as far as all the local stuff, Cedar Lake, Menominee, and all that. And we'll still continue to hit a handful of open shows when we can, whatever the budget allows, and to continue to work on that program as well. It's been a while since we had a good run with them guys, so all you can do is just keep working, keep digging, and eventually it'll pay off somewhere.
Now, we at least in our area, we all saw what you did at Mississippi Thunder with the Outlaws. How much confidence does that give you as a driver with not only your ability, but now with the car that's under you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we left the racetrack that night after running fourth with them guys in that 75-lap race, and I kind of looked around at my now fiance and my dad, and I said, I think this is where things get a little bit easier for us. But perhaps I jinxed it, because that was probably the toughest year I've ever had, both racing-related stuff and just personal stuff. It was really tough, but the winter between 22 and 23, you know, we worked on a lot of stuff, both in the shop and just at home with stuff, and you know, I kind of got my mind right a little better. And you know, we messed around a lot with open stuff last year, and I think our results and success would have seemed a lot greater had we stuck around home and raced, but we're always trying to look for the next challenge and try to better ourselves, so that's what we'll continue to do.
Now, I saw on Facebook that you guys are looking for marketing partners. Give yourself a little pitch here for everybody watching MBTV Sports, and also thank who you've got on the car already.
Yeah, the marketing deal in racing, like I said on Facebook today, it's tough. Just the way the economy is, the way the world is, it's not for everybody, you know, quite honestly. Like I said, some people don't always benefit from it, and, you know, you don't really know until you try it. So one thing that we try to do is really connect all of our partners with the public, or with our friends or family, or whoever needs work done with whatever, you know, services that business has to offer. So, you know, we'll continue to do that. That's what we want to do. We're not just here to collect a paycheck. As far as sponsorship, we want to actually help those who help us as well. If everybody grows, that's what it takes. That's what you know, all of our sponsors now, they're not just sponsors, they're friends, or, you know, they're long-term relationships that we've been able to build over the years, and I love every part of that. So yeah, we'll just keep working. I got to thank Star Prairie Sports Bar, McConaughey Services and Outdoor Equipment. They come back this year. MB Customs still running all that stuff, even though I'm not really working there like I was in years past. But still maintaining a relationship with them guys. It's all good. They're helping me out. CMD Race Shocks. I don't have it in front of me. So KME. There's a few relationships we're continuing to further go in 2024. We'll see kind of where all that ends up, but we'd like to keep it going. So,
and I'm kind of glad you brought it up too. You're kind of stepped away from MB a little bit and kind of went out on your own venture. Kind of what do you guys do at the shop, and what are you looking to get done for people?
Yeah, so it was just, I don't even know if I would call it a change of scenery that was needed. It's just, I just felt like it was something I needed to do. And what we do at home, we offer custom fabrication for anybody, whether it's motorsport stuff, railings for your house, stuff repair, whatever you need. We don't really have a certain specialty right now. We're just kind of open to whatever walks in the door. We've worked on Top Fuel funny cars and road course GT cars and dirt cars, and worked on a horse trailer today. So kind of a little bit of everything.
Well, where can people find you at? On Facebook, online? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so right now, if you want some fabrication work done, you can look up Nitro's Fab Lab on Facebook. All the information is there to get a hold of us. And as always, stay up to date on James Giossi Racing page on Facebook as well. We also have a website, jamesgiossiracing.com. Any which of those can get you to me, or you can stay up to date with whatever we got going on.
All right, there you are. James Giossi might not have had the night he wanted to at ProKart, but awesome to have him out here. Great fun to watch, and rolling into the summer with something fun. All right, now we've got Jesse Glenz. Jesse, what in the world are we looking at on the course?
So I wanted to, I don't know if they can see it on camera, angle there, but they got a little joker set up over on the left-hand side of your screen. So everybody that's out there is going to have to go through that little corner one time on the race. They can do it any lap they want. It's called a joker lap, so that'll throw quite a bit of different strategy in there. A lot of times if you're in the back, you want to get it done and out of the way right away because you're going to be held up as far as lap times go anyways with a lot of people around you. But it's going to make it interesting. It's really tight after a wide, long corner, so a lot of these corners you don't really ever brake. You kind of just throw it sideways and let the friction slow you down, but that's going to be a heavy braking zone.
Now, is this something that they're going to put out there to promote a little bit more passing, a little bit more movement through the field?
Yeah, just a little bit more strategy. Toss things up so it's not, all these guys, if they're all running the same times, it's going to be like a rubber down dry track where it's just going to be a train the whole way and a lot of bump and pushing, where this will throw some strategy and some actual thinking into it.
All right, we're getting the field lined up for tonight's feature event. "25 laps to go. And we are underway in green.
Yeah, interested to see if we got any risk takers that are going to take that joker right away. Especially, the other thing is you don't want to follow somebody through there. Looks like we got two guys right from the back, like I predicted, going through there. Now they'll have a little bit of clean air to maybe make up some time while the other guys are getting held up in traffic.
It's Adam 06 out front. Nate running in the second spot. Crusher in third. Sam VP in fourth. Flying Brian runs in the fifth spot. Clutch in sixth, as we've now got 2 laps down, 23 to go.
Looks like the leader just took the joker, so he's going to give up that position and come back in second. So that was a clean move, and he still got some clean air around him. Gapped the third place kart by a kart length or so.
It really looked like he was able to fight off the charge from third, fourth, and fifth to hold on to second and possibly give himself a little bit of an advantage when the leader has to go through the joker.
Right. No, so now he can try to close that gap up because the leader hasn't taken the Joker yet. So if he can put any pressure on him and close that, once the leader does take the Joker, he should have clear sailing.
That's Nate in the top spot with Adam 06 continuing to run second, Sam VP third, Jordy in the fourth position, and Nugget running in fifth. We've only seen a handful of guys use the Joker so far. The leader being one of them that has not gone through the Joker yet.
Fourth place just dipped out and took the Joker, and he comes back out in, well, it was about to be 6, and it is 6. He had a little collision there for 5th. So sometimes you can kind of use that to your advantage because when you come out of it, you are pointing right at the next corner, which you do have the inside line on.
Nate, the leader, continuing to bypass the Joker, but Adam 06 back to the back bumper, running in the second spot with Jordy in third. Now, if you're Jordy in the third spot, do you consider now going after the Joker because you have that distance between yourself and fourth?
Looks like second place, or leader did just take the Joker and he comes out third. So that is the gap that you lose right there, probably about 5 kart lengths.
And there actually goes Jordy now to the inside. He'll take over the second spot. Jordy in the second spot. I don't believe he's gone through the Joker yet. So that gives Adam 06 a huge advantage out front.
Yeah, the top 3, or top 6, are all kind of separated by a kart length or 2 in between them all. But then we do have quite a battle from 7th through 10th. Looks like they just broke up a little bit, but for a while there it looked like a caterpillar trying to crawl.
That will be the battle for the 8th and 9th spot with ProKart and NSEW. ProKart able to take over that 9th position.
One interesting thing here is the second place guy is catching him. His average lap time is about a 10th quicker. I'm not 100% sure if he took the Joker yet or not.
There goes 4th through the Joker. That's Nugget. He's able to hang on to those spots.
That's clutch right there. Had 2 guys right behind him, so to come out with them side by side allowed him to get another 2 kart length gap coming through the next 2 corners.
This time by will be halfway, 13 down, 12 laps to go in the 25-lap A main event. Good battling here between the top 2. It's a 0.3 of a second advantage for Adam 06.
If he hasn't taken the Joker yet, what I'm predicting is that he's going to try to get by him, build a little gap, so when he does take the Joker, he'll be able to come out with that inside line. But I could be wrong. He might have taken it already, and he's just putting a lot of pressure on him. And there he does slide up the inside. Almost forces him to take a second Joker.
And there's the top spot for Jordy. Jordy able to make the pass through the sweeping corner.
Looks like second place, your previous leader of about 5-6 laps, has just put the visor down. He is in go mode. See if he can return some pressure, return the favor back to him.
Oh, Clutch just went through the Joker and lost wholesale positions. He moves from 6th down to 10th. Great battle still for the top spot between Jordy and Adam 06. Nate runs in that 3rd spot. 4th is Racing Ryan and Nugget in the 5th spot.
He did just take the Joker, your leader, so now he comes back out about 3 kart lengths. See if he can close the gap back up in the last 7 laps.
7 to go. Jordy took the Joker. He's back by nearly a second now as Adam 06 regains the lead. Nate running in the third spot, racing Ryan, Nugget, Sam VP, ProKart, Crusher, NSCW, Clutch, and Flying Brian rounds out the field with 6 laps to go.
Another item on him taking the Joker a little bit earlier than I predicted. It is also nice because you can kind of see what corners and what lines you are gaining on him. As a track does warm up and get faster, the same line might not work 15 laps later like it does. But, you know, he should have the confidence. He did get by him once. We'll see if he can again. Gap is currently 6/10.
They'll come through 4 laps to go. By the eye, it looks like it's getting a little bit tighter, and it really isn't. Only reeled him in by .022 seconds. Three laps to go now. Adam 06 actually just ran his fastest lap of the race at a 19.9, but Jordy ran his fastest lap at a 19.787.
Yeah, he pulled a 10th and a half gap right there. We're coming down to 2 to go, and he's getting awfully close to that bumper.
Both sticks in the air, 2 laps remaining. 3.78 seconds.
We got a battle heating up for third, too. He's been bumping him the last 2 corners, so we might have 2 photo finishes for the podium here.
White flag flies. Adam 06 will bring us 1 more lap around.
Yeah, we just had a pass for third. He did make his way into third, and he's got a little bit of gap, so that position should be secure. We'll see if he's got enough momentum here to get to him in the final fast corner.
Jordy's got 1 more shot here through the chicane. He's unable to make a move. Adam 06 picks up the win.
That was a great race. Great race. I knew he was going to try to protect that last corner, but that does also open you up for getting a bumper to the back pretty hard.
And a great strategy used to go through that chicane early, go through that Joker early to try and cement himself in a position to take the lead once Jordy was able to, or had to go through that Joker.
Right, yeah, I didn't know they were going to do a Joker. That was kind of a nice twist to it, just to give it a little bit more strategy in there and just some mind games have you for different people.
And that'll do it for racing action here. We'll step aside one last time to thank our marketing partners as Adam 06 takes a victory lap.
As he just blasts right through the Joker barrier.
When you
Freight is the backbone of the country. And as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small, we love them all. But we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
All right, and welcome back to MBTV Sports here live at ProKart Indoor in Burnsville, as we will announce tonight's winners of the giveaway. Lucas Hansen, you have won the Giossi Glenz pullback diecast, and the winner of the James Giossi diecast pullback is going to be Jeremy Bloom. So if Lucas Hansen and Jeremy Bloom can message the Facebook page, we will get you set up with those diecast pullbacks. And there we've got both drivers here tonight, James Giossi and Jesse Glenz over there with their good-looking mugs. There's a reason they wear helmets. What a great experience having those guys out here racing on a league night here at ProKart. We can't thank them enough for taking the night, coming out here and putting on for everybody watching at home on MBTV Sports, along with all of our drivers. Once again, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here at ProKart. We will see you on Tuesday night, and we appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll see you next Tuesday.